Good everybody, I'm Bernie. Today I'm about to do a video from VinnyTube. Shout out VinnyTube, I fuck with your channel heavy, bro. This one right here is titled Top 10 Most Impactful Hand-to-Hand Combat in Anime Fights. I did volume 3. I'm gonna do volume 1 and volume 2, you feel me? Because that third one was fire. And a lot of people like, Bernie, why you didn't look at the other two? Okay, here I go. No, I'm kidding. I hope all of y'all have a good day today. Bro, remember, no matter what you're going through in life, you can always turn your situation around. You can always become the person that you want to be. Don't think you are stuck being fat, ugly, fucking sad, depressed. Don't think that you can be stuck in that. You can always get out of it. It'll take a lot of work. I'm going to be real. It'll take a lot of hard work. But if you work hard, you can get out of that shit. I got out of it. I was fat. I was lazy. Hated myself. Hated my life. Completely changed my life around. If I could do it, I'm a normal nigga just like y'all. I'm a normal man. If I could do that shit, you can do that shit. Bro, I'm telling you. But anyway, I'm ready to watch this video. I love these anime videos, man. I'm starting to watch Baki now. I watched the first episode last night. It's pretty fire, so I'm going to continue to watch that. I'm probably going to binge watch that today since LA is on lockdown. So once I'm done editing and stuff, I'm going to go get me some food and just binge watch some Baki today. That's my plans. But anyway, y'all, let's hop into this video.
When we think of an anime fight, we often think of giant swords or out-of-this-world weaponry with magical powers. If not, then maybe mecha battles are the next to pop in your mind, with some of the most memorable fights in anime history involving those. As for the swords or weaponry statement, I think a lot of Attack on Titan fights feature extensive scenes of eye-catching sequences thanks to the maneuver gear and the scale of the battle. However, for this video, we're not talking about those. This week, I'm going to be spending time briefing you about the next best thing. Hand-to-hand combat. I said the next best thing, but that doesn't mean that these fights really play second fiddle to seeing Levi slice up the Beast Titan or Gilgamesh unleashing the Gate of Babylon on some poor soul. In some ways, hand-to-hand combat sometimes feels even more intense and important than those featuring swords and weapons. After all, here you have characters getting down and dirty, outright using their bodies, magically enhanced or otherwise, to deliver a world of hurt to their opponents. Without further ado, let's get to it.
My cousin is telling me to not watch Baki, bro. He's telling me to watch Attack on Titan. He said, fuck Baki.
By taking a look at Eren's fight against the female Titan. Now, which fight are we talking about here? Eren and the female Titan had numerous scuffles in the first season of Attack on Titan, but we're going to be talking about the first one. Seeing the death of the Levi squad, Eren goes into full rage mode as he always did. Seriously, Eren and rage mode seem synonymous with each other. Transforming himself into a Titan, hope seems to be on the way for the good guys, and the female Titan will be put down by our hero's empowered state. Well, not really. This is Attack on Titan we're talking about here, and we just saw teamwork crumble in the face of an insurmountable foe. Still, Eren gives it his all in this epic battle of the behemoths that remain one of the most memorable moments of Attack on Titan's first season. The two giants traded and matched up to each other with earth-shattering blows, but at length, it's the female Titan who comes out on top, pulling Eren out of his flesh and blood mecha in style. It's a nice fight that firmly cemented the female Titan's status as a major threat.
How did he come back from that? This nigga ain't got no legs?
Those who recognize his shot more as a little vampire Shinobu will probably be surprised to see this side of her. He's one of Gartly's highlight fight features her battle with Araragi, and it's as graphic as it gets. An omnipotent being looking to die, Kishshot looks to fulfill that goal by fighting Araragi. The problem is that being a powerful being that she is, the fight's not going to be so easy. The only thing that keeps the duo alive is their own powers and regeneration. In the end, Kishshot arguably lost this one on purpose, yet one can't deny that she had one hell of a fight. Normally now I would say something like, that's how you make an emotional climax of an arc, but the fight's so cartoony in its delivery and animation that it probably appeals more to a certain demographic. Still, kudos to the animation team for showing us this epic battle. The anime changed some of the things, so you might want to see the novel version of this fight. It offers a slightly different yet fulfilling new experience.
She's beating the shit out of that dude.
poster of the Psychopass anime would make anyone think that this anime is not going to be one to feature a lot of notable hand-to-hand combat. Again, Urobuchi masterpiece, having a premise backed by psychological themes revolving around mortality, does tend to lean towards more shootouts and cerebral battles. You probably remember the series more for its themes and charismatic characters. However, it's also here that I unexpectedly saw one of the best hand-to-hand fights in recent memory. Kogami versus Makishima as a fight on Psychopass's episode 16 is an intense slugfest. The two combatants' contrasting personalities reflected in their fighting styles, and there's just a lot of motion. The two slug it out, pitting Makishima's grace and precision against the rough street fighter in Kogami. The fight features minutes of crisp animation, and it spills all over the place. It was a
fight looks fire,
then,
bro.
And looking back at it now, it's certainly aged well.
This fight looks fire. Oh, they got a boxing anime? No, that shit fire.
Hand-to-hand combat video is not complete without a rep from legendary boxing anime Hajime no Ippo. To make way for the next fight on the list, Sawamura versus Ippo. I'm not sure about you guys, but for me, Sawamura is probably one of the toughest opponents Ippo had to face in the entire run of the Hajime no Ippo anime. This fight's also, in my opinion, the culmination of Sawamura's arc, and looking at the fight in context makes it even better. Throughout its run, Hajime no Ippo has spoiled us with gritty, intense fights, and this one's no exception. Given that Ippo is fighting the greatest counterpuncher of all and a psychopathic individual at that, this fight's in no way a walk in the park for our hero. The long fight presents some of the best twists and moments in any Ippo fight in the series, and you really have to see it to believe it. In some ways, Hajime no Ippo is really one of the kings of hand-to-hand combat when you talk about anime. The fight is also notable for the Dempsey roll scene, so you might want to take note of that as well.
I might have to watch it, Vinny Tube. It look kind of beastie, bro. I might just have to watch this fight. I mean,
For all the praise the Fate series has gotten for its animation and soundtrack, one entry that often gets overlooked is Apocrypha. Most people know Apocrypha for Mordred, Jean, and Astolfo, but it also gave us one of the best hand-to-hand battle scenes in the franchise. Given how the franchise prides itself on historical figures and their otherworldly noble phantasms, you'd be surprised to see a straight-up hand-to-hand battle like this. But it did happen. The battle between Achilles and Chiron is a fight to remember. Two fighters in their decisive battle gave us one of the best sequences in Fate Apocrypha. With each impactful blow, the viewers get sucked into a very immersive and visually impressive fight.
This
The
look
final
fire,
fight's
bro.
the well-deserved
This look
payoff
tight.
for Achilles' journey in overcoming his personal obstacle. Hey, it may not be a UFO-table show, but Fate Apocrypha is an often overlooked gem that deserves more love.
That fight looks tight. One Punch Man.
Hand-to-hand fight? Sounds like a job for Saitama. With how easy every fight is for Saitama,
But
it's
yeah,
really
it's
a bit
easy,
hard
though.
to pinpoint a fight that's drawn out and contains a lot of epic moments. However, Saitama taking on the onslaught of an entire race is something that will live on for the near future.
Killed
Looking
an
at the
entire
animation for
race,
this
my
fight,
guy?
you'd be surprised to see what peak One Punch Man was like, especially if you just came from watching an episode of Season 2. The animation, the camera angles, the close-ups, it's all there. Such an exhilarating fight gets pushed to another level thanks to the work they put into the animation. Well, I'd like to speak much more on the fight itself now, but what can you say? What do you expect out of Saitama? It's not really a fight we can comment
win the
much
fight,
about because
Saitama or
it's
Goku?
practically a slaughter.
I'm going
But it turns
Saitama.
out that Saitama was just
I'm
dreaming
going
up
One
the
Punch Man.
entire epic encounter. The fight was wonderfully animated and has some really great hand-to-hand action. If you want to see a whole race go extinct in the span of a few minutes by
This
facing
looks-
off against one Baldy, you've got it in this fight here.
Hey, that fight looked pretty beastie, bro. Luffy versus this dude. I reacted to this a long time ago. This fight was intense.
Over the years, One Piece has given us a lot of cool and emotional fights. In addition to the emotional context and the weight of the fight, I'd say that the battle against Luchi is one of Luffy's fights that is all about his raw power. For a lot of fights, Luffy receives help in true shonen fashion, whether it be surviving Crocodile's initial assaults through luck or Law helping out against Doflamingo and others. However, this battle against Luchi's a good old physical brawl that, barring some motivations from Usopp, basically is a battle that Luffy won through effort. Not a lot of plot-related devices going on around to help Luffy secure the win, and we're treated to a nice little slugfest that features the two combatants answering each other with blazingly hard punches and physical feats.
Okay. This fight was fire.
I've recently talked about Gon versus Hisoka in another video. I think that what carries this fight really hard is the context and how it plays out in the grander scheme of things in Hunter x Hunter. For so long, Hisoka's been this obstacle that urges Gon forward in addition to his previous goals. After a scuffle that ended poorly for our protagonist, the two go head to head once more in the Heavens Arena. Gon takes the initiative and starts the battle with his preemptive strike. What follows is a touch and go fight where both fighters calculate each other's moves. The potential that's been teased forever for Gon is in full display, and the two fighters go at it in some good old unarmed combat. When the dust clears, Hisoka remains standing tall, victorious over his plucky opponent. There's no shame in defeat for Gon though, as despite him looking outmatched, he surely gave Hisoka a far tougher fight than the Enigma would have imagined heading into the battle.
I swear, this nigga on Cowboy Bebop is smooth as fuck, bro. This nigga smooth.
Like
I've never even watched
doesn't it? But Spike and Vincent's fight is once again second place on another list. One of the greatest fights in the 2000s, makes it back and barely misses the top spot once again. However, that's not a knock against the fight. As far as the fight's concerned, it's a glorious work of art, especially considering the context. You wouldn't expect animation like this in the 2000s, and what it shows simply blows some of the modern anime fight scenes out of the water. Spike and Vincent's battle features action that's intense, fast, crisp and chaotic. The two fight all over the place, and it's not every day that you can get a fight where you feel every ounce of emotion from the combatants backed by really excellent delivery in each blow. It's rare to see an uphill underdog battle be this epic.
Oh, Naruto! Hey, y'all know I love this hand-to-hand combat. This hand-to-hand right here, Kakashi versus Obito is, bro, this one is fire.
Remember this moment? If you've been following this channel for a while, of course you'll remember this moment. Nevertheless, Obito versus Kakashi is here once again, and we have to partly thank the builder for that. Builders ninjas at the top of their game, as well as having an entire mini-arc dedicated to their past, Kakashi and Obito have all the makings of a big-time match. Their inevitable confrontation and conclusion of their year-long storyline has been hyped to hell and back, and when we do see it, it delivers in every possible way. Despite me talking about the build-up, that's not to say that the fight is in any way shabby. The blitzing speed at which this fight happens inside Kamui and the responding of powers between the two tip-top fighters all come together to create one of the best fights in Naruto's decade-long history.
Yeah, man, period. I agree. This is one of the best fights that I saw when I watched it.
And that's it for this.
Shout out to Vinny2 for yet another great video, bro. Great fucking video. I don't know. I might have to react to some of those fights. I might have to. I think I want to react to Baki's fights, though, tomorrow. Somebody find me a link of Baki's best fights from the show Baki, because I'm about to start watching that. I told you, I'm going to binge watch that bitch today. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm chilling. LA is on lockdown. So I'm about to binge watch Baki today. And tomorrow, I want to react to, like, the best fights. So somebody find me the link, bro. We're going to watch that thing tomorrow. But this video was fire. Hand-to-hand combat's always fire, especially if it's done well. Like that Kakashi and Obito one, that shit is fire, man. Y'all make sure y'all go listen to my EP. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to see y'all next time.